Hi everyone, welcome back to the Get a Brew channel. Today we have got an addition to the Ferminator. It's called a plug and pour. Really simply, it converts your Ferminator, which is your fermentation chamber, into a draft beer station, into a kegerator, whatever the terminology is that you want to use. We'll pop the front off. You can see we have corny keg, 19 litres full of beer and a 2 kg CO2 canister. What we're going to do is assemble the plug and pour and show you how you're able to turn this into a kegerator. So I'll unbox the plug and pour first. Okay, so look, there's instructions with diagrams and explanations of how you can do this. I'm going to have a rattle at it and see if I can work my way through it. We've a regulator, CO2 regulator, some beer and gas line, an insert with a hole in it, and then this is going to be the front for holding the tap, nuka tap, and then a load of fittings. So the front of the Ferminator that was in use for fermentation chamber, we're just going to knock that insert out. That insert is going to be replaced by this insert. So let's have a look at this. So that lines up nicely with that, the tap fitting. So this is obviously the beer is going to come in here. Take the black tray, line up the insert, pop that through. Then what we're going to want to do is secure that at the back with this brass nut. So to keep this in position, we'll have that like this. Okay, so what that'll do is that'll sit against the insert once we pop that part on. This pops on here for your beer in. We'll tighten that all up in a moment. Next part you have is putting your nuka tap together. Handle threads on nice and easily on the top, and the little flow control on the insert there. That was really simple actually, getting this part of it assembled. So you can see tap at the front. Obviously this is going to pop in here. There's actually a nice touch, the little drip tray or the beer mat for setting your glass on it. We've got line to connect to the keg, and we've got line for the gas. To be honest, my suggestion already looking at this is I would have a little bit of extra line, because it obviously assists with flow control, but you can see if you don't want to do that, you have the flow control here just to prevent fobbing whenever assembled. There's a little tightening tool for tightening everything up. There's some dow-tight fittings for the gas line. Got the regulator, the strap to go around, and the gas and the liquid ball lock disconnect. So we'll pop this in to the chamber. You can see there it slides in really nicely. It's a nice snug fit. Now I haven't got, obviously it's not been tightened or secured in place, but immediately I think it looks incredible. I think you'll agree it's a real nice visual aesthetic to it. So what we'll do is we'll take this off and make everything nice and secure. Because this is an unboxing of the plug and pour, the tubing that they've gave us, I'm going to run with that and see how it works. So putting the dow-tight quick disconnects onto the ball lock connectors. For those of you that haven't used these before, the white or grey ones are for gas and the black ones are for liquid. We'll go with the liquid, the slightly longer beer line for the liquid, and then slightly shorter for the gas. So just push in and pull to check they're tight. Again, you'll have seen this in our other videos talking about kegging. You want to make sure that the beer line is cut straight when it's pushed in, and pushed in firmly and pulled secure, and you're going to want to make sure that the seal is correct here, and you may want to add a little bit of PTFE plumber's tape. We've got our regulator, our two beer lines and the strap. Be aware that you may want someone to help you with this. You don't want these sides falling off, but equally if you're on your own, just take your time and it won't be an issue. So I'm going to just pop this regulator onto our 2 kg CO2 tank. So the spanner that they give you, assembly tool, whatever you want to call it, multi-tool, is useful actually for tightening the Type 30 regulator onto the CO2 cylinder. So what I've done there is I've connected gas line to the regulator, ball lock disconnect to the corny keg, and now what I'm going to do is pop the beer line. So just holding the Nuka tap on the other side with my right hand, and then using the multi-tool with the left hand just to tighten that on nice and securely. Popping that beer line in, just keeping my hand on the top of it as I do that, and then pulling to check that's nice and secure. Now, before you connect the beer, you're going to want to make sure that your tap isn't on and that it's in the back position. So just popping the bearings and the ball lock disconnect back to allow you to easily pop that onto the liquid post, and then just push that into place, and you can see straight away and that the beer line has started to fill with beer. Dispensing pressure on the tank can now be switched on. We would recommend 10 to 12 psi for dispensing. So if you can see here, that's about 10, there we go, about 12 psi now. So we've popped that on. So we've gas going on, beer going out, and we're going to secure the back on now. And as I said earlier, just be careful that you don't knock the front forward when doing this. So keep one hand on that there. Pop nice and securely into place, and then what we'll do is we'll pop the strap around to make sure that that doesn't come apart. We've sealed the unit up by putting both sides together, and the guys at Brewevolution have provided a nice little strap that just clips around. So we've popped that on, we've got our keg connected up and our gas connected up. Pull the tap forward, we can see, I thought maybe that the beer line was too short, but in actual fact, because of the flow control on the front of it there, it's working pretty perfect actually. So you can see there's my first glass of beer poured in the plug and pour. This is available in a single tap, double tap, or treble tap, and you could put multiple different size Cornelius kegs in that. Excellent piece of kit and a really good addition for you at home. If you want to get yourself one of these for your Ferminator, they're available on the website now in 1, 2 and 3 taps. If you want to get yourself one of these, get a Ferminator and the plug and pour, and you'll have draft beer at home in no time. So until next time, cheers.